back to Crochet 6 Basics. Today we're going to be talking about puff stitches. There are a few different stitches in crochet that create this kind of texture. I have this blanket that my grandma made, and there's a few different textural stitches here. There's these guys, and I believe these ones are puff stitches. So there's a few different ways to create that kind of texture. Puff stitches are the one we're going to be focusing on today. Now I have this piece already made. I've done a row of single crochets just so I have something to work into, and I'm going to chain 3. I'm just going to move a little bit into this row with half double crochets just so I have a little bit of space to show you guys how they work. Now, if you watched the last video, you already know about increasing and decreasing. So I'll show you a half double crochet decrease just as an example before we get to the puff stitch. So we're going to do a yarn over and insert into the next stitch, and we're not going to do that final yarn over and pull through. We want to leave this stitch incomplete, but we're going to start our next half double crochet, yarn over, insert, and pull up a loop. So we have 5 stitches on our hook with 2 incomplete half double crochets, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through all of those loops, and that's our half double crochet decrease. So one more time. First half double crochet, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop for our second, yarn over, pull through all of those to finish the decrease. Now a puff stitch is a little interesting because what we're doing is we're half double crochet decreasing all into the same stitch, and that's what creates the texture. So we're going to yarn over, insert into that stitch, pull up a loop, and just like we would a decrease, we're going to yarn over, but we're going to insert into the same stitch and pull up another loop. We're actually going to do that one more time. So we have 3 incomplete half double crochets on our hook, and that's a total of 7 loops. So this is something where your tension is really important. You really want to make sure that you can slide your hook back and forth and that you can do that final yarn over and pull through. It's a little tricky without catching too much on the loops on your hook. So I'm going to move over just a little bit and show you guys one more time. So we're going to basically do a half double crochet decrease using 3 stitches into the same stitch. Puff stitches can go, from what I've seen, 3 to 5 half double crochet decreases. We're going to do 3 because it's easier. So we're going to yarn over, insert into the next stitch and pull up a loop, yarn over, insert into the same stitch and pull up a loop, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, pull up a loop. That's our 3 half double crochets that we need to decrease on. We're going to yarn over and pull through all of those guys at once. And this can be difficult. If you've been following along with the patterns on the Crochet 6 course, that's how we make these guys in the second cinch stack pattern. There is an alternative where we just take out the puff stitches and replace them with half double crochets if you are struggling with this, so don't worry if you want to follow the patterns. There is an alternative because I know these are a little bit tricky, but it's good to get some exposure to them just so you can see how these guys are made. The other thing is, you have to work these from like the back side. So technically, if I'm holding my work right now, I'm working on the wrong side of the work. So this is not the side that would be like facing outwards on an afghan or a shirt or a cinch sack or whatever. It's this side. You can see how these are a little bit more elevated and will protrude a little bit more on that side. Especially if I hold it like this, where it's kind of flat, you can see the bumps are on this side of the crocheted fabric and not this side. So that's how we work a puff stitch. Again, there's a couple other different ways to make these sort of like clustery type stitches, but the half double crochet is probably the easiest one to get used to, even if it does have a lot of loops to it. But that's what they end up looking like. It's just a nice way to add a little bit of texture to whatever you're working on. But that is the puff stitch. In the next video, we're going to be talking about how to work into the back or front loops only, which is also a great way to create texture, and we do that in here on that second cinch stack. So I'll meet you there.